Like even people who have dated me, people who have tried to date me, they're on this app. They know how I am when it comes to sex matters. So the last thing you can try to use to drag me down is sex.
Hi guys, this is Kianes 2 cents. So we want to share our thoughts on this latest video. I don't even know why it is called a sex tape, or maybe there's one out there that I have not seen, but I've seen the 6, 5, 7 second clips. I've seen longer version, and it's of the same thing, and I don't understand where. I mean, I guess it's the days and times we are in. Everything is shock value, so people will just call it whatever they want to call it, so that people can click. If you know our channel, we are not here for any messy stuff. So we call it what it is. Um, Now, we are not necessarily going to completely focus on the lady involved. I'm not even going to necessarily mention her name too often because we don't want to be messy about it. But it's the situation itself. A couple of these videos have been dropping from, the queen of R&B, the queen of Nigeria, Tiwa, and then some other lower celebrities, and then this one. And I think we need to discuss this videos dropping and how we feel about it. Well, okay, and this is how I feel about it. I have both parties to blame, but I would elaborate. I would kind of start with the female involved, right? This beautiful, and then we have purposely made sure we use videos showing her in a better light, because we don't necessarily feel it is deserving that someone should always have to go through this kind of thing every time their name comes up. So we've decided to make this video with her doing some more positive things, not sexy things, showing her her in a better light. But how do we feel about the situation? I'm going to first of all put a blame on her. Now, the video, before I even blame her, I looked at the video, and sometimes it's always good to hear from I prefer to hear from the other party before I make decisions. But looking at the whole thing, the video, I might be wrong, but I want to believe that the man involved was the one recording. And that would bring me to something I will say later on, right? You can see he's the one kind of recording it. And, I feel this is where I will blame the lady involved. Is sometimes I don't have a problem with the tape, so I don't have a problem with people making videos of themselves being intimate. I don't have a problem with it at all. To some extent, I even think it's sexy, for lack of another word. I think it's sexy, but I want to blame this woman for one reason, and others that get their tapes leaked. Is there is no way these men don't show you the signs that they are lame, that they are going to probably do something like that. Now, I'm going to give this man involved the benefit of the doubt in all these other cases, but in this particular case, right, this lady has put out she has responded by making it clear she's going to take legal action, which makes me believe that she has either reached out to this other party involved and either she didn't get the response she wanted, because you would feel that if he didn't have anything to do with it, you would at least, to some extent, tell her something that will make her say, oh, well, sorry, this, but the fact that she has decided to take legal action, I believe she hasn't probably heard from him, or she has not been able to reach him, or she did and did not get the response she wanted. But I put the blame on women that get their tapes leaked, because there is no way you do not know a lame when you see one. They show the signs. There are certain things a guy will do that will let you know that you shouldn't be allowing something like that to happen. Even if at the moment you can't make a move just because of the intimate stuff that is going on, find a way to get around his phone and delete it. Or, and that video was clear. It's so short, it was clear that person just wanted to catch that moment. right? Now, that's the blame I'll put on the woman. Now, I just believe any man who does any type of recording, regardless, I don't care what the reason is. If you have to put that video out, you're a lame. I don't see any other way around it. I don't care what she does. Because I'm one of those people that don't just say, oh, it's a woman. No, 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 no. I don't do that. I'm not one of those people because she's a woman. No, no, no. But I just feel when it comes to situations like this, unless I give the other men benefits of the doubt, maybe their phone got stolen or something. But if you're a man, regardless of the situation, even if it was just a girl you didn't like or you wanted to, I feel putting out a tape like that for whatever reason is lame. I don't think I want to even know the reasons behind it. There are some exceptions. But either way, I will still kind of look at you as a lame until maybe I know the full story. And even if I know the full story, there's a chance I'll still look at you as a lame. Because the mistake we also make is we tend to kind of focus on the ones that get leaked, not knowing that 90% of other celebrities out there have tape. But the good thing is that they have it with smart men or, men that are not lame. So we kind of focus, because sometimes I just hear some people talk, like whether I don't know what they are, bloggers or talkers or whatever. People just make video and start talking rubbish. Oh, why did she do it? Oh, why did this one, I'm like, you can just tell people are just weird. And, we are not here for the messiness, right? So, I mean, because trust me, there are many, many, many tapes out there. Many recorded stuff. But the people involved, no, they know what they're doing. Just every now and again, one lame will decide he wants to post it. But let me not take all the time to keep talking. I blame her for not recognizing that the person she did that tape with, not that short video was a lame. And once she noticed the lame was doing that, she should have found a way to get around it. And if you're a guy that has tapes and feel lucky because maybe you're offended or whatever reason, decide to put that tape out, you're a lame. Trust me. There's no... If you didn't know, now you know. Trust me, you're a lame. Every guy has tapes. Every guy has multiple tapes. It's for your pleasure or for your viewing. And if you're tired of viewing it, delete it. It's no problem showing one or two guys. The same woman you did it with will probably show one or two of her friends. Yeah, keep it amongst each other, right? But don't now be posting it because for whatever reason you want to blackmail. That's lame dude stuff. Anyhow, and sorry for taking all this while to say how I feel. How do you feel about the whole situation? And in my end, the moral of the story is, women, once you see a guy is a lame, there's no sweet talk there. Even if you want the video for yourself, make sure you know the consequences of. Be ready to blame yourself if something stupid happens. The lame shows every lame shows their actions. There are key things you can look at. If they are recording it the way that was recorded, because most times the conversation would have happened before the recording. You guys would have known, okay, something like this. You'd have entertained it in a conversation or in the playful way. So you kind of know. But if someone is secretly trying to record it or is trying to force you to do it, then that's a lame. Trust me. But there are other, it goes this way. But let me let N talk. How do you feel about this, N?
All right, my brother, K. Yeah, I hear you. And I'm going to share my own thoughts, on this incident. It is quite unfortunate. It's quite a pity. And what I'm going to speak on will not just bother on Moyo's case alone. I'm going to speak generally on every sex tape, that has been released before now. Let me agree with you by saying that it is very disrespectful. It's quite shameful. It's ungentlemanly for anyone, for any man, to go ahead to release a sex tape. I mean, that is very terrible. Okay? But there are two things I want to point out here. I've always said this to anyone who cares to listen. Number one is, you see, during sex sessions, even though the two people involved, anyway, when I talk about sex here, I'm referring to, sex between a man and a woman, all right? Two people are involved, even though both of them enjoy, the intercourse, both of them enjoy the sex session. But in the eyes of the society, there's a victor and there's a vanquished between these two people. And whether we like it or not, the man is the victor, the woman is the vanquished. All right? And that's why I say that. And if you look at all the sex tapes that have been released, it has always come from the man. And then the woman becomes the victim. And that's why I started by saying it is very ungentlemanly. All right? It's one of the terrible things anyone would ever think of doing. So, having stated my first point, my second point is, and this goes to women, because most times, or all of the times, women are the receiving end. My next point here is, whatever you do not want people to see, please do not have it on camera. And that is why I'm going to slightly disagree with you. Yeah, you said some people do that. Some people record their sex sessions, maybe for their viewing pleasure later. I'm not in support of that. Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to view a sex session, please go to a porn site. Go to a porn site. At least those who have acted pornography, those whose contents are on porn sites, have done that professionally, and they've agreed that people are going to view them. You know, they've agreed that they're going to be in the public domain. But for two people who have decided to enjoy themselves, who have decided to have an intimate relationship, who have decided to, go down, to decide to have it on camera for whatever reason, I mean, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, there might be a whole lot of other people out there whose sex sessions are recorded and is in people's phones, and those guys are smart. But that doesn't reduce the risk. It is still extremely risky. Anything can happen. I mean, the worst people to ever trust, or the worst, how do I put it now? Humans are the worst creatures to trust, right? Yeah. So you might think that both of you are getting along now, and you want to have your sex sessions recorded, but the truth is, you can't tell what will happen in the future. So bottom line is, whatever you do not want people to see, please do not bring in the camera, no matter what it is. But the moment you have decided that you have the camera on when you're having sex, then have it at the back of your mind that if it comes out into the public domain, you shouldn't complain. You shouldn't complain. I think this should be a piece of advice to every woman out there who is thinking of, having the cameras on, or who is thinking of allowing her man, to record, their sex session, for whatever pleasure. It is risky. It is extremely risky. I think they should desist from it. But if you think you don't care, when it comes out into the public domain, you do not give a damn, then go ahead. Go ahead. So as for whom I will blame, I think I will blame the woman. Yeah, I'll blame the woman. Of course, for me, the man is the stupid one here. I don't even want to go there. All right? But women should be more careful. Women should be more careful. So those are my thoughts on this. So guys, I don't know what you guys think. The comment section is open. Share your own opinion. Let's hear what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do that now. And don't forget to give us a like. Share this video as well, so that we can also hear from a lot of people. See you in our next video.